Owned and operated, 11 Oaks Farms raises Wagyu beef and heritage breed pork right here in Newville, Pennsylvania. Our low-stress practices and carefully designed diets produce some of the finest meats you will ever experience. We also offer a selection of quality Angus beef, pork, chicken, seasonings, sauces, pantry items, and much more. Shop online at 11oaksfarms.com. Visit us in-store at 34 North Corporation Street in Newville or call 717-360-8249.
It's time for Mechanicsburg High School Wildcat Athletics, presented by 11 Oaks Farms in Newville on GoMechanicsburg.com and now on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe and follow Wildcat Athletics at Go Mechanicsburg on YouTube, available on all smart devices. Wildcat Athletics is presented by 11 Oaks Farms in Newville, Bobby Ray Hall Automotive Group, Charity Kastner RSR Realtors, your neighborhood Chick-fil-A at Shepherdstown Crossing, Lawnscapes Inc., Members First Federal Credit Union, Operation Wildcat, OSS Health, now with 2 locations on the West Shore, Mechanicsburg Area Recreation Department, RBC Wealth Management and the Turnbridge Group, Renewed Hearing Solutions, Sheets, Snappers Bar and Grill, Seth Gardner State Farm, your Harrisburg True Green Lawn Care, Westshire Decks, servicing all of Central PA, the Wildcat Foundation, and Wolf Brewing Company. Now, let's head out to the contest and the Members First Federal Credit Union broadcast booth on GoMechanicsburg.com.
With a call, here's the voice of the Wildcats, Mike Garland.
And good afternoon, Wildcat fans. Thanks for tuning in to GoMechanicsburg.com for today's Mid-Penn Commonwealth Varsity softball matchup. Today's web stream presented by 11 Oaks Farms in Newville. Mike Garland hanging out in the Members First Federal Credit Union broadcast booth. Today it is the 6-3 Mechanicsburg Wildcats, 4-2 in Mid-Penn Commonwealth, taking on the Cedar Cliff Colts. The Colts winless on the season. It's a beautiful day for softball. Still a little breezy. That's kind of been the theme of things the last couple of weeks, but temperatures about 63 degrees. Feels like maybe mid to upper 50s with that wind, but blue skies, really not a cloud to be seen, and things are looking good weather-wise. We may have finally turned the corner with regards to the weather forecast. You can see coaches, captains, and umpires coming together behind home plate. Your home plate umpire today is Rob Kepler, and on the base paths will be Dave Moreland. I mentioned Cedar Cliff coming in 0-8 this year, and not only are the Colts winless, they've struggled in every contest out. Most of the games this year have been blowouts. Meanwhile, the Cats, 6-3. And battling for a postseason berth. Of course, this is a Mechanicsburg team that last year, as a 5A school, went deep into the state tournament, losing to Pittston in early June on a muggy weekday afternoon in Allentown. But I mentioned the Cats. They opened the season with a 17-5 win on the road at Elizabethtown. Then a 17-1 win at Cedar Cliff, home against Altoona, winning 11-1 at Governor Mifflin. 16-5, a victory over the Mustangs, but then back-to-back losses, 6-0 to Cumberland Valley, 3-2 to Central York, bouncing back on April 9th with a 7-2 win against Mifflin County, dropped a tough decision against Chambersburg on the road, 12-2, 12-2-2, and then 10-7 a win against State College. But that's to be expected with this jump to 6A, no slouches at the 6A level. Meanwhile, we'll take a look at the Cedar Cliff schedule. Like I mentioned, it's been some challenging games for these young ladies. 0-8 on the season, losing 9-0, 15-5, 17-1, 10-0, 25-2, 8-3, 15-4, and most recently 18-8. So they come together today, and Cedar Cliff looking to flip the script, pick up win number 1 on the year. Meanwhile, Mechanicsburg looking to pick up its 7th victory of the year. We're going to take a break, come back, and take a look at the starting lineups plus first pitch. Today's game presented by 11 Oaks Farms in Newville. We'll be right back after this on GoMechanicsburg.com.
Locally owned and operated, 11 Oaks Farms raises Wagyu beef and heritage breed pork right here in Newville, Pennsylvania. Our low-stress practices and carefully designed diets produce some of the finest meats you will ever experience. We also offer a selection of quality Angus beef, pork, chicken, seasonings, sauces, pantry items, and much more. Shop online at 11oaksfarms.com. Visit us in-store at 34 North Corporation Street in Newville or call 717-360-8249.
Craig was in the Rockies and had to cut his ski trip short because he was having severe knee pain.
Lauren came in, she was really discouraged. She had tried 3 months of therapy, nothing was working. She really wanted to get back to volleyball.
We found that he had severe arthritis in both knees and his hip.
She needed shoulder arthroscopy with slap and posterior labral repair.
Simultaneous bilateral total knee replacements.
6 months of recovery and Lauren's back, happy as ever.
3 months after his final surgery, Craig sent us pictures of him skiing the Rocky Mountains. And that's what makes our job here at OSS Health so fulfilling.
Operation Wildcat is a nonprofit organization whose mission is to pool the resources in our community to help our school district students, families, and staff members in need. We'll take your new or gently used back-to-school items, bikes, books, clothing, dresses and suits, furniture, Halloween costumes, gifts for the holiday, Christmas tree decorations, pennies, socks, underwear, Thanksgiving food, toothbrushes and toothpaste, and yard sale items. Learn more at OperationWildcat.org and go Wildcats.
Elevate your everyday with the Mechanicsburg Area Recreation Department. Immerse yourself in a world of excitement and discovery. From adrenaline-pumping sports to serene outdoor escapes, we've got your perfect recreation blend. Join us for fitness, family fun, and fantastic experiences. Unleash your inner adventurer. It's time for a thrilling escape. Visit mbgsd.org and click on the Recreation tab, or drop by our office at the Trails and Trees Environmental Center. Mechanicsburg Area Recreation, where every moment is a new adventure.
At Bobby Ray Hall, it's about doing the right thing, starting with our vision, that clients deserve great service at a fair price. We understand this can only happen with great team members. Doing what's right includes supporting local charities, youth sports, and first responders. It extends to the environment and why we reclaim rainwater for car washes and recycle used oil. We want to thank our loyal clients for recognizing us by voting Bobby Ray Hall simply the best of Harrisburg for 21 years in a row. Experience the Bobby Ray Hall difference and find out more at BobbyRayHall.com.
The Turnbridge Group at RBC Wealth Management are proud supporters of Mechanicsburg Wildcat Athletics. When you're faced with tough business, personal, and financial decisions, turn to the Turnbridge Group. They specialize in retirement planning and complex financial situations as their team helps you define and attain your goals, all while building a strong and caring relationship with you. Advisors Tim Engel, Jonathan Stow, and Nick Hansen are available for your call today. The Turnbridge Group, part of the community and for the community. Visit them online at turnbridgegroup.com or call 717-724-4225.
I needed a change in my life. I wanted to be closer to my grandchildren. I was not hearing what the kids were saying. I fly hot air balloons and I couldn't hear leaks. It was time to take care of my hearing. As soon as I met Mary Ann at Renewed Hearing Solutions, she made me feel so comfortable. My life has improved so much since I got hearing aids. It was the best thing I've ever done. I would highly recommend Renewed Hearing Solutions.
Get back in the conversation. Call Renewed Hearing Solutions today.
Are you on the hunt for a new home? Maybe you're a growing family looking to expand your living situation, or you find your current space too large and you're simply looking to downsize. Whatever your needs, contact Charity Kastner, Realtor with RSR Realtors today. Charity knows the local real estate market and she will find the right home for you. Charity Kastner isn't just a Mechanicsburg-based realtor, she's a Mechanicsburg mom. And after all, mother knows best. Just ask her kids. Make the move today by calling Charity Kastner at 717-557-9312 or rsrrealtors.com to find your first or next home sweet home.
Back to Mechanicsburg Wildcat Athletics, presented by 11 Oaks Farms in Newville on GoMechanicsburg.com.
And welcome back to the Mechanicsburg High School softball field for today's Mid-Penn Commonwealth game. Mechanicsburg and Cedar Cliff. It is Youth Recognition Day with players from the local softball club from Upper Allen Softball. And there's a ceremonial first pitch forthcoming from this young future Wildcat. Take a quick look at the starting lineups, first of all, for the visiting Cedar Cliff Colts. Leading off, playing left field, number 4, Ryan Turner. Batting second, playing center field, number 38, Isabel Keys. Batting third, playing second base, number 2, Brooke Capolsley. Batting fourth, playing third base, number 24, Maddie Billis. Batting fifth, playing first base, number 20, Elena Tarnosi. Batting sixth, the designated player, number 22, Nevada Heupel. Batting seventh and catching, number 10, Stella Fleischer. Batting eighth in right field, number 37, Kylie Heller. Batting ninth, the shortstop, number 11, Brooke Martin. And pitching, number 15, Olivia Vasquez. The Colts of Cedar Cliff High School. Now the starting lineups for the Mechanicsburg Wildcats. Leading off, playing shortstop, number 10, Reagan Condon. Batting second, center field, number 5, Emmy Kuhn. Batting third, second base, number 1, Jada Lacey. Batting fourth in right field, number 4, Asha Pratt. Batting fifth, playing first base, number 34, McKinley Giblin. Batting sixth and catching, number 31, Rylan McGee. Batting seventh, playing third base, number 28, Chelsea Heckert. Batting eighth, pitching, number 24, Kayla Yo. And batting ninth in left field, number 2, Mia Masser. The Wildcats of Mechanicsburg High School. Like I said, beautiful day for softball. Everybody out and excited. A nice contingent of fans for both squads, including a truck which has backed up towards the left field fence to tailgate/sell concessions, or offer them anyway, to the fans. The dog that lives in the backyard off of center field was out during pregame as well. We'll just assume cheering on the Wildcats. Has a beautiful throw down from Rylan McGee to Lacey at second base covering. And we are ready to get things going. Home plate umpire Rob Kepler calls for the batter, and we start. Kayla Yo pitching for the Wildcats. She is a freshman. Olivia Vasquez pitching for Cedar Cliff, also a freshman. But certainly these two young ladies, no novices to the ball and bat sport of softball, and the first pitch across to Ryan Turner from Kayla Yo is called for a strike. The 0-1 offering forthcoming from Yo. Fouled to the right side. Yo steps back in the circle. Turner back into the box. The left knee bent. Strides through but fouls that one off. 0-2 count. So Turner back in. And the pitch from Yo. Fouled off down the first base line. McGee picks it up. And back behind home plate is Rylan McGee. The 0-2 pitch. High for the game's first ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Top of the first. Ryan Turner, the leadoff hitter. Sophomore is Turner. And that ball just misses the inside part of the plate. Called for a ball. So Turner battling, making Yo throw pitches. She's fouled a couple of off and has taken the last 2 for balls. 1 high, 1 inside. That one lifted towards the right field side. Asha Pratt, with her back turned towards home plate, corrals it for the first out of the inning. A nice job by Pratt. She had a beat on it. She turned, grabbed it with the glove, zings it back, and it's possible she just blew a kiss to a fan there in right field. Now the Wildcats defense signals 1 out. Fans continuing to make their way here to the ballpark. Isabel Keys steps in, watches the first pitch just outside for a ball. Chelsea Heckard at the hot corner. Gauges her surroundings and readies. And that pitch from Yo hit towards center field. And on the run, Emmy Kuhn can't grab it. It gets past Kuhn. Pratt gets it in. And that's going to be a one-out double for Isabel Keys. A nice job by Emmy Kuhn. Full sprint and laid out for it, but just couldn't corral it. So a one-out double for Isabel Keys. Asha Pratt did a great job getting it in with Reagan Condon covering. So a runner in scoring position. Brooke Kaposley steps in, and she bloops it towards the left field side. Keys is going to stop at third base as Mia Masser quickly gets it in. So runners at the corners for Cedar Cliff, a team that has struggled to score runs this season. And Maddie Billis, the third baseman, stepping in for the Colts. So far a steady sea of righties facing Kayla Yo. Just one out in the inning. But Keys at third, Kaposley at second. The throw down from Giblin. It had beat her, and she is out. So Kaposley caught stealing. A nice job by Reagan Condon covering. So 2 outs in the inning. Billis back in the box. 1 ball, no strikes. The wind in the pitch. Catches just misses the corner, I should say. It looked like it might have caught the corner, but home plate umpire Rob Kepler says, nope, it's a ball. Two balls, no strikes, 2 outs in the inning. That one laced up the middle, and Cedar Cliff is on the board with the first run of the game. Billis with an RBI single, scores Keys. And the Colts out in front, 1-0. Elena Tarnosi stepping in. Tarnosi, the first lefty to face Yo today. Kinley Giblin readies at first. That ball just outside for a ball. Jada Lacey at second. And the infield was in motion there with Lacey and Condon both shifting towards second base. 1-0 pitch. Off speed for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. That pitch a little bit high, just above the mid-jersey logo on the front. Billis stands at first. She had an RBI single with 2 outs in the inning, which plated Isabel Keys. Wind in the pitch from Yo, a late swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs in the inning. Two pitch. Fouled straight back at us. Our camera holds. That one piece of tape that we have keeping it in place stood strong there. Really, there's no contingency plan if it falls. It'll just be awkward for a few minutes till we fix it. But we've got help today, so if it happens, we've got a plan. And that plan, by the way, I just made it up. You just heard it. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the inning. Might have shifted just a hair. What you see in the bottom left corner is either part of the fence or it's a shadow from the dugout. That one popped up. Jada Lacey stepping back. Emmy Kuhn coming in, and the ball drops in no man's land. And it's going to be a 2-out bloop single for Tarnosi. Billis running on contact finds her way to third base. So an unlucky bloop for the Cats. Tarnosi doesn't see it that way, though, and she will stand at first base. Runners at the corners one more time. Nevada Heupel will step in. Nevada, a senior. Hit to the right side. That one trickles down the foul line and past McKinley Giblin. the Cedar Cliff team, certainly not one the Wildcats could or should take for granted. 0-1 pitch. Just misses the corner. It's inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. If you've ever seen the movie Finding Nemo and you're familiar with the dodo birds or whatever they were, mine, I guess they would have been seagulls there. That's what we hear from the Cedar Cliff bench as that one gets down the right field line and a run will score. Rylan McGee was trying to throw down towards first, and the ball gets past McKinley Giblin, bringing Billis around on an E2. And it will also send Tarnosi all the way around to third. And that one back up the middle, and here comes Tarnosi. She scores on an RBI single by Heupel. That's an unearned run, at least at this point. So Cedar Cliff excited coming out of the gate here, leading 3-0 against the Wildcats. A pitch from Yo called for a ball. Last time out, Cedar Cliff put up 8, losing 18-8 to the Mifflin County Huskies. Stella Fleischer steps in, the catcher. Pitch from Yo. That one called emphatically for a strike by home plate umpire Rob Kepler. One pitch, 2 outs in the inning. Off speed and then some. It had Fleischer bending at the knees as she watched that one into the glove of Rylan McGee. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 runner on, but 3 in, and a Wildcat error. That one is outside for a ball. Energy from both sides of the field, the Cedar Cliff Colts fans and players, along with the Mechanicsburg Wildcat fans and players. And the pitch, another off-speed one, that one just a little bit high. Full count on Stella Fleischer. The wind in the pitch, that one into the glove of Reagan Condon for the 3rd out of the inning. But Cedar Cliff plates 3 runs on 4 hits, 1 Wildcat error, and 1 runner left on base. We go to the bottom of the first. Condon, Kuhn, and Lacey upcoming on GoMechanicsburg.com.
Locally owned and operated, 11 Oaks Farms raises Wagyu beef and heritage breed pork right here in Newville, Pennsylvania. Our low-stress practices and carefully designed diets produce some of the finest meats you will ever experience. We also offer a selection of quality Angus beef, pork, chicken, seasonings, sauces, pantry items, and much more. Shop online at 11oaksfarms.com. Visit us in-store at 34 North Corporation Street in Newville or call 717-360-8249.
So I stopped in at Chick-fil-A for lunch and saw Officer Wilson come in. I decided to place a dine-in mobile order and have a cookie delivered to him just to show appreciation for his service for our community.
A few minutes later, I noticed that Officer Wilson had gotten up and left, and I knew he hadn't gotten his cookie yet.
I'm headed to my car. I turn around and I see Allie, and she's running after me.
Mr. Police Officer, Mr. Police Officer.
Usually when someone yells officer, officer, they want to ask me about a ticket they got. I absolutely wanted the cookie. This cookie is delicious.
Getting you back to Mechanicsburg Wildcat Athletics. Presented by 11 Oaks Farms in Newville on GoMechanicsburg.com.
Welcome back to the Mechanicsburg High School softball field for Cedar Cliff. 5 hits in that top of the first inning for 3 runs, 2 of which I believe were earned. As the Cats will bat in the bottom of the first, Reagan Condon, Emmy Kuhn, and Jada Lacey. Save the date. The Wildcat Foundation will hold its 16th annual golf outing Friday, August 8th at the Carlisle Barracks Golf Course. The golf outing serves as one of the foundation's 3 main fundraisers in its annual mission to raise money to fund grants for school district students and teachers. Sponsorship opportunities and event registration open later on this month. Learn more at wildcatfoundation.org. Reagan Condon on a 1-0 pitch sends a frozen rope to center field. And Condon on with a lead-off single. Reagan Condon wears her athleticism on her sleeve. And she stands at first with basketball teammate Emmy Kuhn stepping in. Kuhn playing center field today. And Kuhn shows bunt, but pulls back, and it's taken for a ball. Kuhn checks the wristband for the signs and signals. And back in. Showing bunt one more time. Lays it down in fair territory, and she is safe. Reagan Condon's going to hustle to third as well. I'm going to give that one an infield single to Emmy Kuhn as she hustled down, and then the ball gets away, and Condon scores. So Condon comes all the way around to score. Kuhn now stands at second, and that'll be an error on Cedar Cliff somewhere along the way as well. And just like that, the Cats are back on the board. They get one back, trailing 3-1. Jada Lacey steps in, beats that one foul to the left side. Picked up by Maddie Billis and tossed back to Olivia Vasquez, the pitcher. Again, Vasquez, a freshman, was promoted from the JV roster, and along the way earns the start today. That off-speed pitch had Lacey buckling, and it is called for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes on Jada Lacey. Emmy Kuhn stands at second. Lacey fights that one off as it goes behind home plate, picked up by Stella Fleischer, the catcher. Lacey back in. Cats trailing 3-1. Lacey rips that one foul just past the third base bag. Today's broadcast presented by 11 Oaks Farms in Newville. Mike Garland hanging out in the Members First Federal Credit Union broadcast booth. We thank you for tuning in on GoMechanicsburg.com, whoever you are and wherever you are. Our first of 2 scheduled softball broadcasts this year. Lacey hits that one towards the shortstop side and booted by Brooke Martin. Emmy Kuhn's going to come around and score, and just like that, it's a 3-2 ball game. So Lacey on via error advances to second base, and Kuhn comes all the way around to score. So Lacey at second. And Asha Pratt stepping in. Pratt, another basketball star for the Wildcats. The pitch. Swung on and missed. The ball drops in front of catcher Stella Fleischer, and that gives Jada Lacey a chance to advance to third. We'll credit her with a stolen base for that one. No balls and a strike. The pitch to Pratt is high, popping the dust off the catcher's mitt from Stella Fleischer. Pratt towards the shortstop side, and another infield single. That was a nice play by Brooke Martin. She ranged to her right and threw from the hole, and the speed of Asha Pratt beats that one out and picks up an RBI along the way. So the Cats gave up 3 in the top of the first, got 3 right back, and McKinley Giblin will step in for the Wildcats. So Giblin stepping in, still no outs for Mechanicsburg. The pitch from Vasquez, hit to the shortstop side again, Martin, and Giblin is out at first for the first out of the ball game for the Wildcats, but Asha Pratt does advance to second. Martin has certainly had her hands full here in the bottom of the first. Rylan McGee, the catcher, steps in. McGee, a sophomore. Catches, plays first, sees some time at the designated player position. Vasquez pitch. Hit hard to the third base side. Across the diamond with the throw is Maddie Billis. So back-to-back ground ball outs. Asha Pratt stands at third, and Chelsea Heckert will step in. Heckert looking down towards the third base side, and field umpire Dave Moreland deconstructing the third base bag and getting his little dust broom out to clean the dust from out from under that thing. These breakaway bags certainly help save ankles. Vasquez toes the rubber. Heckert steps in. Heckert at the very front of the batter's box. Takes an off-speed pitch for strike one. 2 outs in the inning. No balls and a strike on Heckert. The pitch from Vasquez is high for a ball. Wildcat Athletics would like to thank the Mechanicsburg Area Recreation Department for their ongoing support of our web streams. The department offers a variety of activities from crafts and dance to fitness and family fun, providing something for everybody. Visit mbgsd.org. Click on the Parks and Rec tab to learn more. Heckert grounds that one to the third base side, and just like that, she is out 5-3, the second consecutive 5-3 putout for the Wildcats. But Mechanicsburg scores 3 runs on a handful of hits, at least one Cedar Cliff error as well, and 1 runner left on base. We head to the top of the second inning. 3-3 your score. Back after this on GoMechanicsburg.com.
Does your property need a little TLC? Call Lawnscapes Inc. of Mechanicsburg today at 717-697-1833 and see how Wes Moret and his team can transform or maintain your residential or commercial property. From hardscapes to yard services of all types, tree and shrub surface and more, this locally owned and operated business has you covered. Call today for your free estimate. Lawnscapes Inc. at 717-697-1833. That's 717-697-1833.
We are dedicated to serving our members, associates, and communities because they give us purpose. We know we are stronger when we come together as one. We believe financial literacy is a key tool for personal well-being, economic stability, and a more secure financial future for everyone. And we are committed to providing all with access to financial wellness resources. We strive to deliver unparalleled experiences for our members through every moment and milestone. We are built by will, forged by people, and powered by a proud member experience.
Getting you back to Mechanicsburg Wildcat Athletics. Presented by 11 Oaks Farms in Newville on GoMechanicsburg.com.
We head to the top of the second inning on GoMechanicsburg.com. 3-3 the score. And leading off for the Colts is Kylie Heller. And she floats that one towards Asha Pratt in right field. So Heller, Martin, and Turner should be the 3 up for the Colts here in this inning. Brooke Martin steps in. Martin, a freshman, a young roster for Cedar Cliff. Handful of seniors, but mostly underclassmen. That one popped straight up. Jada Lacey says, I got it, it's mine, get away from me. And she squeezes that one for a quick out number 2. And that'll turn the lineup over. And Ryan Turner. Turner flew out to right field in her first at-bat. Turner, a sophomore. Long blonde ponytail, braided, sticking out of the back of her helmet. First pitch called for a ball. Carolina blue cleats with some white trim. Kicks some dirt in that batter's box as she readies for pitch number 2 from Kayla Yo. That one right down Broad Street for strike number 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs in the inning. Ryan Turner in for the Colts, her second at-bat in as many innings. That one high and outside. With Yo pitching today, I'm reminded of the fact that I am old because I went to college with her dad. I mean, he and I both have great tastes in education at Shippensburg University. He went to Biglerville. I went to Boiling Springs. Two of the more unique high school mascots, the Bubblers and the Canners. But where it stands now is I'm calling the game while his daughter pitches. 3 balls, 1 strike, and that's going to be a walk with 2 outs for Ryan Turner. So Turner heads down to first. Isabel Keys will step in. So Keys into the batter's box with an even longer braided ponytail out the back of the helmet. This one splits the numbers on the back of her jersey. Sporting 38, made famous by Kurt Schilling way back in the day. That one popped towards the right side. Lacey calls it and squeezes for out number 3. So not quite 3 up and 3 down, but darn close to it. No runs on no hits, no Wildcat errors, and 1 runner left on base. We're going to take a break, come back, head to the bottom of the second. It's Mechanicsburg 3, Cedar Cliff 3 on GoMechanicsburg.com.
Operation Wildcat is a nonprofit organization whose mission is to pool the resources in our community to help our school district students, families, and staff members in need. We'll take your new or gently used back-to-school items, bikes, books, clothing, dresses and suits, furniture, Halloween costumes, gifts for the holiday, Christmas tree decorations, pennies, socks, underwear, Thanksgiving food, toothbrushes and toothpaste, and yard sale items. Learn more at OperationWildcat.org and go Wildcat.
Craig was in the Rockies and had to cut his ski trip short because he was having severe knee pain.
Lauren came in. She was really discouraged. She had tried 3 months of therapy. Nothing was working. She really wanted to get back to volleyball.
We found that he had severe arthritis in both knees and his hip.
She needed shoulder arthroscopy with slap and posterior labral repair.
Simultaneous bilateral total knee replacements.
6 months of recovery, and Lauren's back, happy as ever.
3 months after his final surgery, Craig sent us pictures of him skiing the Rocky Mountains. And that's what makes our job here at OSS Health so fulfilling.
We head to the bottom of the second inning. The Wildcats looking to take the lead for the first time today on the Cedar Cliff Colts. Stepping in for the Cats is Kayla Yo. She can help her own cause at the dish. Yo, Masser, and Condon, the scheduled batters. Righty, lefty, righty for head coach Gail Heaston. 2 balls, no strikes. So Yo into the box. Lifts that one towards left field. It floats towards the left center area and squeezed for out number 1 by Isabel Keys. Yo got a bat on it. Masser steps in. The lefty with speed to burn. Worked her way into the starting lineup for the basketball team this past winter. Shows bunt. Pulls back. 1 ball, no strikes. She's got this kind of speed that she could push that one down the left field side and hustle it down to first, or if she could drag it, can definitely beat the ball down to first. 1 ball, no strikes. Shows bunt 1 more time, pulls it back 1 more time. Two balls, no strikes, 1 out in the inning. She bloops it into left center, set it up perfectly, and she hustles down to second where she slides in safe. Gets the uniform a little dirty with a 1-out double. A nice job by Mia Masser, drawing the infield in and then putting it over their head. She bumped that one over shortstop Brooke Morgan's head, hustled down to second. And stepping in for the Cats is Reagan Condon. She singled in the first and then came around to score not long after. That one is low. Condon bends at the knees, hits it towards Martin. It finds a hole at the shortstop side, and Mia Masser comes around and scores, and the Cats are on top for the first time today. Reagan Condon 2 for 2, an RBI single. And Mia Masser turned on the Jets between second and third and burned it all the way home. And Emmy Kuhn will step in.
At Bobby Rahal, it's about doing the right thing, starting with our vision.
First pitch called for a strike. Would you believe that came from me dropping my phone on the keyboard? Sometimes I can't figure out how to play a commercial, yet my phone knows how to play the commercials. Kuhn back to Vasquez in the pitcher's circle. She picks it up, gets it over to first for the out. Condon will advance. Our friends at Bobby Rahal will get their recognitions in just a moment. Emmy Kuhn is out 1-3 for out number 2, and Jada Lacey steps in. Of all the buttons, how did that even happen? Jada Lacey, a single up the middle. Condon will score with ease. Steps on home plate like it did something to her. And the Cats are up 5-3. Nice job by Jada Lacey with the RBI single. 2 outs in the inning, and Asha Pratt will come to bat. Many of these young ladies batting for the second time today. Jada Lacey reached on an error in the first inning. That ball is a ball, and in the dirt in front of catcher Stella Fleischer. The wind in the pitch, it's going to be high for a ball. Pratt bends at the knees, readies, tight compact swing, high and outside for a ball. 3 balls, no strikes. Three in the first for Mechanicsburg, 2 in the second so far, and that one right down the pike for strike number 1. Cedar Cliff actually led early, scoring 3 in the top of the first. A couple of uncharacteristic mistakes for the Cats and some timely hitting for the Colts. That one low for a ball. Pratt will jog down to first, and Lacey on her way to second. I'm not a great scorekeeper here, but I believe that's the first walk issued by Vasquez today. So nice patient eye by Asha Pratt getting the free bag. Runners at first and second, and Giblin steps in. She had the first out of last inning. Left-handed batting first baseman for the Cats. And that one is called for a strike. Thank our Go Mechanicsburg production crew today of David Bray. He is here to help out and learn. He'll have the call on the next Wildcat softball game, which is scheduled for at some point next month, Senior Day. Keep an eye on the Go Mechanicsburg X feed, formerly Twitter. 1 ball, 1 strike. Giblin watches strike number 2 come in. On deck is Rylan McGee. And the 1-2 pitch from Vasquez in the dirt. Wildcat uniforms white with the maroon pinstripes. Wildcats across the chest. Some maroon accents around the letters and numbers, and the Under Armour branding on both the tops and the bottoms. That one is outside. I'm starting to come to the conclusion that all sports gear is made the same. They just have a different expensive logo on them. My daughter bought a hoodie the other day, and it was like $70. She bought it. I bought her a hoodie the other day. It was like $70 as that pitch is called for ball 4. And I looked at her. I said, we're just paying for that logo on the sleeve. She's like, I know. I'm like, oh, great. Get a job. 5-3 the score. Base is loaded. She's 13. She can't work yet. Rylan McGee steps in. Head coach Gail Heaston with some conversation for McGee. Base is loaded with Wildcats. McGee can bust this one wide open with a big hit. Or that. Jada Lacey comes across and scores on the wild pitch. Everybody advances a base. So Giblin at second, Pratt at third, Lacey back in the cozy confines of the dugout. One ball, no strikes on McGee. She grounded out to short last inning, and that one is in the dirt. And actually right in front of home plate. Catcher Stella Fleischer thought it got away from her, but it died right behind the tip of home plate. Vasquez readies, toes the rubber, the wind and the pitch. And that one off the back of head coach Gail Heaston. There is no way that felt great. It got her right in the square of the back. And training staff's going to go check on her. She was able to get her back turned on that one, but that was a frozen rope coming off the bat of Rylan McGee. So we'll pause the game for just a moment as Coach Heaston is tended to. We know at minor league and big league level, baseball coaches wear helmets now, but the helmet wasn't going to protect her from that one. She's standing vertical, getting a round of applause. It's just one of those that I think is going to take a little time to fix itself. We're glad she's okay. She's going to stay. It looks like out on the field. So she's all right-ish. I mean, I didn't just take a line drive to the back. I assume she's all right. She looks like she's okay, though. And McGee steps back in. The line of the pitch. That one off the back foot and lifted to Martin at short, who squeezes for out number 3. So for the Cats, they plate 3 runs. I believe 2 hits. Possibly 1 error from Cedar Cliff and 2 runners left on base. We go to the top of the third. 6-3 the score. Mechanicsburg leads. We'll be back after this on GoMechanicsburg.com.
At Bobby Rahal, it's about doing the right thing, starting with our vision that clients deserve great service at a fair price. We understand this can only happen with great team members. Doing what's right includes supporting local charities, youth sports, and first responders. It extends to the environment and why we reclaim rainwater for car washes and recycle used oil. We want to thank our loyal clients for recognizing us by voting Bobby Rahal simply the best of Harrisburg for 21 years in a row. Experience the Bobby Rahal difference and find out more at BobbyRahal.com.
The Turnbridge Group at RBC Wealth Management are proud supporters of Mechanicsburg Wildcat Athletics. When you're faced with tough business, personal, and financial decisions, turn to the Turnbridge Group. They specialize in retirement planning and complex financial situations as their team helps you define and attain your goals, all while building a strong and caring relationship with you. Advisors Tim Engel, Jonathan Stow, and Nick Hansen are available for your call today. The Turnbridge Group, part of the community and for the community. Visit them online at turnbridgegroup.com or call 717-724-4225.
Top of the third inning, Cats lead 6-3 on GoMechanicsburg.com. It's Kaposley, Billis, and Tarnosi for Cedar Cliff. First pitch comes across from Yo as a ball. That one inside for a ball as well. Up next for Cedar Cliff, they're going to be playing district rival Redland, then Central Dauphin, followed by State College back-to-back, and then Mifflin County on May 1st. 3 balls and a strike. For the Cats, it's Altoona, Cumberland Valley, and Manheim Township the next 3 up, and the Cats would love to get one back against Cumberland Valley, a team that shut them out 6-0 on April 1st. 3 balls and a strike. And that pitch just a little bit high to Kaposley, and she's going to step down to first base with a leadoff walk. Maddie Billis, she steps in. The shadows creeping in from the first base dugout. When we first set the camera up, we did it with some tape, and I thought there was still tape on the screen, and we're trying to fix things. I was like, nope, that's the shadows. That one is ripped towards center. Emmy Kuhn runs into the outfield wall as that one takes a bounce back in, and coming around to score is Kaposley. Is she out? Out at home. A nice relay. We'll try to take one more look at it if we can. A little late on the replay button, but Kaposley slid in, and a nice job on the tag at home plate by Rylan McGee. A great relay from all around. So it's still a double for Billis, and she'll stand at second base, but first out of the inning is Brooke Kaposley at home. Emmy Kuhn started it. I'm not sure if it was Lacey or Condon in the middle, but Rylan McGee finished it at home plate. Gutsy base running for Cedar Cliff, but no runs, and instead out number 1 of the inning. And the pitch from Yo outside for a ball. And then the throw down. If you've seen the movie Major League 2, that reminded me of the spring training scenes when the catcher just couldn't get it back to the pitcher. Tarnosi back in, the lefty readies, 1 ball, no strikes. And that one outside as well. Actually just looked like miscommunication, like Yo stepped one way and McGee thought she was going to be somewhere else when she threw down. Swung on and missed by Tarnosi. Little fastball action from Kayla Yo. She readies the wind and the pitch to Tarnosi. Hit towards center. Emmy Kuhn will squeeze and gets it back into Reagan Condon covering at second base. Billis stands at second. She had a double. Thought maybe she had an RBI, but supposedly got thrown out at home. Nevada Heupel in, the designated player today for Cedar Cliff. And that ball was low and inside. Nice crowd around the fence here at the stadium. And that's going to be a single for the Cats. And another play at the plate. Nope, this time around it is a run for the Colts. Maddie Billis comes around from second to score on the RBI single from Nevada Heupel. That's Heupel's second RBI of the game and her second hit as well. So the Colts getting a little something going from the bottom half of their lineup as Stella Fleischer will step in. Heupel at first. And that one off the chest of the umpire. He's got a chest protector, but still an audible sound from all involved, including him. I can't quote it exactly, but I think it was something like, "Aw." The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes on Stella Fleischer. Heupel standing at first. The wind and the pitch. Strike 3 looking. So the Colts will go down with 1 run, couple of hits, no Wildcat errors, and 1 runner left on base. We go to the bottom of the third, 6-4 Mechanicsburg. Back after this on GoMechanicsburg.com.
I needed a change in my life. I wanted to be closer to my grandchildren. I was not hearing what the kids were saying. I fly hot air balloons and I couldn't hear leaks. It was time to take care of my hearing. As soon as I met Mary Ann at Renewed Hearing Solutions, she made me feel so comfortable. My life has improved so much since I got hearing aids. It was the best thing I've ever done. I would highly recommend Renewed Hearing Solutions.
Get back in the conversation. Call Renewed Hearing Solutions today.
Getting you back to Mechanicsburg Wildcat Athletics. Presented by 11 Oaks Farms in Newville on GoMechanicsburg.com.
Back in the Mechanicsburg High School softball complex, Mike Garland hanging out in the Members First Federal Credit Union broadcast booth. Today's game presented by 11 Oaks Farms in Newville. It is 6-4 Mechanicsburg. Bottom of the third, Chelsea Heckert, Kayla Yo, Mia Masser batting for the Cats. Heckert ready, standing at the front of the batter's box, and the pitch from Vasquez is called for a strike. Yo in the on-deck circle. That pitch from Vasquez is high. Heckert readies for the third offering from Vasquez, and it is outside for a ball. The wind in the pitch. Lifted to right center. It's going to drop for at least one. Heckert turns the bag at first, and that's where she will stay. So a leadoff single for Chelsea Heckert. Kayla Yo stepping in. Mia Masser on deck. So Yo in the box and readies for the first pitch from Vasquez with Heckert at first. That one lifted. And the middle of the infield come together as Brooke Capozli holds on to it, but Brooke Martin was in the vicinity. Mia Masser in for the Cats. So Masser readies. Tries to push it towards the left side. We'll get some level of an official report that Coach Easton is okay. There's a dog barking over here in cadence with the cheers. Good job, doggy. No balls and a strike. That one a little high on Masser. Chelsea Heckert toes the bag at first. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Masser lifts it. Brooke Martin will squeeze for out number 2. And Reagan Condon, for the third time in as many innings, will step in. She has 2 singles, has scored 2 runs, and an RBI as well. Reagan Condon, just a freshman. First ball taken for a strike. Like I said, she wears her athleticism on her sleeve and her emotions as well. Had a great basketball season in her first year with the Wildcats. Goes to opposite field on that one. Heckert down to second. And Condon with an aggressive fist pump as she runs through that bag at first. 3 for 3. And Emmy Kuhn will step in. I know that if you score 3 goals in hockey, it's called a hat trick. I don't know what it is if you get 3 singles in as many innings. We'll call it a hat trick as well. So Kuhn to Martin at short, who flips over to third base and Billis for the out. No runs for the Cats in the inning. They had 2 hits, no errors, and 2 runners left on base. We go to the top of the 4th. It's 6-4 Mechanicsburg. Back after this on GoMechanicsburg.com.
Snappers Bar and Grill at 120 East Allen Street in Mechanicsburg is proud to support Wildcat Athletics. Snappers is open Monday through Saturday from 11 a.m. until 9 p.m. and offers outstanding service and exceptional food and drink options, all at a fair price. Stop in for fresh seafood, delicious hand-cut steaks, and homemade pasta dishes. Snappers also offers a variety of sandwiches, fresh, crisp salads, and awesome appetizers. Dine in, carry out, or have your next big gathering catered. Snappers Bar and Grill. Call 717-697-9475 to learn more.
The State Farm Personal Price Plan helps you create an affordable price just for you.
Contact local agent Seth Gardner for your personal price plan today.
Getting you back to Mechanicsburg Wildcat Athletics. Presented by 11 Oaks Farms in Newville on GoMechanicsburg.com.
Back to the Mechanicsburg softball complex, top of the 4th inning. Mechanicsburg leading 6-4. Leading off for Cedar Cliff is Kylie Heller. Heller, Martin, and then Turner at the top of the order. That one off speed and hit off speed as well towards Heckert on the third base side. Heller with an aggressive practice swing, smacked herself in the back. That ball is outside. Nice shove by Yo, holding her own today. As we stand in the press box here behind home plate, there's a bar conveniently located right in my eye. Now, Heller was hit by that pitch, but the umpire is going to say she made no attempt to get out of the way and may very well have even leaned into it, so she is not getting that base and will stay. This vantage point reminds me of what I've seen in years past at Beaver Stadium in the old press box there, where the windows were windows, but there was a lot of obstruction. That pitch called for a ball, 3 balls, 2 strikes. So we either hunch down or we stand up tall. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the inning. And that one past Yo and into center field. So that's going to send Heller. Actually, not 2 outs in the inning. It's a leadoff single there for Miss Heller. Heller down to first. And Brooke Martin will step in. And that went inside. As called by home plate umpire Rob Kepler. One ball, no strikes. Foul tip for strike number 1 on Martin. Martin's gotten a lot of work at the shortstop position today, and the freshman has done a great job for her teammates and coaching staff. Neon blue, pink, and yellow batting gloves, and she pushes a bunt towards Yo, who flings it to first. Jada Lacey covering. And Martin was trying to leg that one out for an infield single. She does push Heller towards second base, but that is the first out. Check that, second out of the inning. First out of the inning. I was talking off air how things like math and reading, and I do have a degree, I promise. It's just a long time ago. I don't know that a degree from 2001 carries the same weight in 2025. I was there. I saw me do it, but a lot's happened since then. No balls and a strike. Heller at second. Ryan Turner takes the 0-1 pitch. It's like how when you get a driver's license at 16, in theory, you're still just as good to drive when you're, older. The wind and the pitch. Low for a ball. Cedar Cliff is in this one for a team that's 0-8. They've been very competitive today and a thorn in the side of the Wildcats. And that one gobbled up by Condon. She goes to third. Heckert can't glove it. And that is going to bring Heller around to score. Meanwhile, Turner down to second, where she will slide in safe. Somewhere there's an error on that play. It was the right move by Condon to try to get the lead runner, but unfortunately, Heckert wasn't able to gobble it up at third base, and it would have had to have been a tag play anyway, not a force. So that's a single for Turner. You're right. Fielder's choice. And no, I'm not just talking to myself. I do have a scorekeeper to my right here. So when I said single, he's like, no, fielder's choice. Yeah, you're right. So fielder's choice for Turner. And that will bring up Isabel Keys. See, the fun part about all this is, like, I'm talking to you, right? Like, you at home, we agree, I'm talking to you. But in the room, I'm just talking to myself. And we're trying to, have fun with it, but sometimes you have to interact with people off mic. Helps pull the broadcast along. 2 balls, 1 strike. Yo readies for Keys. Fouled back. Shaking the fence. The variety of cameras that are attached to it. We've got a GoPro. We have a phone. And I don't know what this other kind of camera is, but I think the unknown camera is the best for the setup that we've got going on here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out in the inning. That pitch lobbed a little high on Keys. Posley on deck. Full count. The pitch. Pop foul. Some room. And dropped by McKinley Giblin. At the high school level, it's just a foul ball. At the big league level, that's probably scored an error. She had a beat on it, but couldn't squeeze. She was close to the fence. So tight spaces there. You're thinking about a lot of stuff. And it gives Keys another opportunity. And she lifts it to center. Emmy Kuhn under it, squeezes. And Turner slides into a big pile of dust on the third base side. So 6-5. Nice job in center field by Emmy Kuhn. 2 outs of the inning. It's going to bring Kaposley up. She can tie the game with a ball past the infield. Game moving along at a respectable pace. And there it is. We have a tie ball game. Cedar Cliff jumped out 3-0, and they've battled back to tie it at 6 on an RBI single by Kaposley. And if you remember, Turner reached via fielder's choice, and now we're going to have a conversation at the mound. Mackenzie Shockey came on, and so she steps into the pitcher's circle. Yo will head towards the dugout, and we'll see here at some point if it's a 1-for-1 change. But while Shockey warms up, we'll step out real quick on GoMechanicsburg.com.
This is you. And this is us. Hi, we're True Green. We're the official lawn care treatment provider of the PGA Tour. That means we'll give you a pro-level lawn guaranteed. That's a satisfaction guarantee. That's a price match guarantee. That's a guarantee on top of your guarantee. So you can do less of this and more of this.
Getting you back to Mechanicsburg Wildcat Athletics. Presented by 11 Oaks Farms in Newville on GoMechanicsburg.com.
The top of the fourth inning continues, but with a new pitcher for the Cats. Mackenzie Shockey steps in. So Kayla Yo will get, I won't say a no decision. She can't win it, but she certainly can lose it. As Shockey will pitch with 2 outs and a runner on first. As Maddie Billis steps in for the Colts. The runner at first is Yo's responsibility. Giblin tries to tag, supposedly, from the throwdown from McGee. One of those throwdowns resulted in a throwing error earlier in the game, which brought a Cedar Cliff run across. That one is ripped towards center, but Emmy Kuhn, after a bit of a slip, gets her feet under her and grabs it. So the Colts put 2 on the board and tie it at 6. We're going to take a break, come back after this on GoMechanicsburg.com.
A deck where memories are made, barbecues are grilled, and sunsets are savored. But let's face it, not all decks are created equal. Enter Westshire Decks. We're not your average deck builders. Precision is our mantra. We don't just build decks, we craft outdoor living spaces tailored to your dreams. With Westshire Decks, you get seasoned experts who know decks inside and out. So why settle for a deck that's just okay when you can have one that's extraordinary? Westshire Decks, where craftsmanship meets creativity. Give us a call today and come see how we are different.
Wolf Brewing Company in Mechanicsburg, established in 2021 as a family and pet-friendly social experience, offers food and drink options for the community, from the community. Family owned by Wildcat graduates, Wolf Brewing Company is just off South Market Street in the all-new Legacy Park. Stop in before, during, or after the game for food crafted from the freshest local ingredients, plus many award-winning drinks made on site. Wolf Brewing Company, 100 Legacy Park Drive, Suite 400, online at wolfbrewingco.com or call 717-590-7917.
Getting you back to Mechanicsburg Wildcat Athletics. Presented by 11 Oaks Farms in Newville on GoMechanicsburg.com.
Back at the Mechanicsburg High School softball field, the Wildcats and the Colts tied at 6, and the Wildcat Foundation will announce next month its grant recipients for the 2025-2026 school year. Annually, the foundation provides grant funding in excess of $85,000 to district programs in line with its mission to strengthen the educational, cultural, wellness, and athletic programs of the district. Visit wildcatfoundation.org to learn more. Jada Lacey steps in, facing Olivia Vasquez. It's a 2-ball, no-count strike on Lacey. Jada Lacey, a senior, has gone to the postseason last couple of years, looking to get back one more time. Lacey, Pratt, and Giblin for the Cats in the bottom of the fourth. That one called for a strike. And home plate umpire Rob Kepler came back here between innings and explained exactly what happened in the previous inning with the Colt batter getting hit by the pitch and why she didn't get first. And it was pretty much what we thought. He explained that because it was an off-speed pitch and that she leaned her knee into it, that was not going to get awarded the base. Asha Pratt steps in following the leadoff walk for Jada Lacey. Cats looking to jump back on top of the Colts here. Vasquez pitch. Pratt lifts it and gloved by the second baseman Kaposley for the out. McKinley Giblin will step in for the Cats.
Number 34, McKinley Giblin.
So Lacey at first. Giblin steps in. 1 out in the inning. 6-6 the score. And pitches high for a ball. One ball, no strikes. 1 out in the inning. Lacey at first. That ball is outside. Jada Lacey toes that bag almost as if she's a track runner in the starter blocks. That one hit towards the left center field gap. One hopper to the fence. Lacey at third, and she's going to be sent home. Nope, Coach Easton tried to stop her. She ran through the stop sign. looked like she made it in. We'll take a look at the replay one more time, and that's not going to change anything on the field, but looks like she might have beaten the tag, but regardless, Coach Heaston tried to stop her, and she ran through the stop sign at third. It was a close play, but a nice relay gets her at home. And that's going to bring up McKinley Giblin. And that one, gone. Home run for Rylan McGee. McGee with the blaster, 2-run shot, scores Giblin, scores McGee, and the Cats go on top, 8-6. That was a bomb of a shot towards left center field. Home run, Rylan McGee. Chelsea Heckert steps in next for the Cats. Heckert, and then I believe Shockey will bat. Two outs in the inning, but the Cats have plated two. And Heckert lifts that one to center, and she's on for the second time in as many innings. That'll bring up Mackenzie Shockey. Shockey with a smile on her face as she trots towards the batter's box. Sophomore looking to make something happen. Hit towards Martin at short, and she'll toss over to second base and Kaposley for the out. But the Cats plate two on the big home run from Rylan McGee. 8-6 the score. We head to the top of the fifth. Back after this on GoMechanicsburg.com.
Are you on the hunt for a new home? Maybe you're a growing family looking to expand your living situation, or you find your current space too large and you're simply looking to downsize. Whatever your needs, contact Charity Kastner, Realtor with RSR Realtors today. Charity knows the local real estate market, and she will find the right home for you. Charity Kastner isn't just a Mechanicsburg-based realtor, she's a Mechanicsburg mom. And after all, mother knows best. Just ask her kids. Make the move today by calling Charity Kastner at 717-557-9312 or rsrrealtors.com to find your first or next home sweet home.
Locally owned and operated, 11 Oaks Farms raises Wagyu beef and heritage breed pork right here in Newville, Pennsylvania. Our low-stress practices and carefully designed diets produce some of the finest meats you will ever experience. We also offer a selection of quality Angus beef, pork, chicken, seasonings, sauces, pantry items, and much more. Shop online at 11oaksfarms.com. Visit us in-store at 34 North Corporation Street in Newville or call 717-360-8249.
Getting you back to Mechanicsburg Wildcat Athletics. Presented by 11 Oaks Farms in Newville on GoMechanicsburg.com.
It is the top of the fifth inning for the Cedar Cliff Colts. And batting this time around will be Tarnosi, Heupel, and Fleischer. Cedar Cliff down 8-6. That one fouled out of play. No balls and a strike. A big home run for the Cats last inning off the bat of Rylan McGee. No balls, 2 strikes. The wind in the pitch. Popped straight up. Heckert and Condon come together, and Heckert will squeeze for out number 1. So Billis trots back to the bench after a P5 in the scorebook. Check that was Tarnosi with out number 1. Now Nevada Heupel. Strike 1. Swing and a miss. Strike number 2. And strike three looking. 2 outs in the inning. It's going to bring up Stella Fleischer. Heller will go on deck. We have a pinch hitter. Tegan Garber will bat for Stella Fleischer. First pitch called for a strike. That one lifted towards Heckert on the third base side, and she will squeeze for out number 3. Just that quick for the Colts. 3 up, 3 down. We go to the bottom of the 5th. It's 8-6 Mechanicsburg on GoMechanicsburg.com.
So I stopped in at Chick-fil-A for lunch and saw Officer Wilson come in. I decided to place a dine-in mobile order and have a cookie delivered to him just to show appreciation for his service for our community.
A few minutes later, I noticed that Officer Wilson had gotten up and left, and I knew he hadn't gotten his cookie yet.
And I'm headed to my car. I turn around and I see Allie, and she's running after me.
Mr. Police Officer, Mr. Police Officer.
Usually when someone yells, officer, officer, they want to ask me about a ticket they got. I absolutely wanted the cookie. This cookie is delicious.
Does your property need a little TLC? Call Lawnscapes Inc. of Mechanicsburg today at 717-697-1833 and see how Wes Moret and his team can transform or maintain your residential or commercial property. From hardscapes to yard services of all types, tree and shrub service and more, this locally owned and operated business has you covered. Call today for your free estimate. Lawnscapes Inc. at 717-697-1833. That's 717-697-1833.
Getting you back to Mechanicsburg Wildcat Athletics. Presented by 11 Oaks Farms in Newville on GoMechanicsburg.com.
We are back. Bottom of the 5th inning. 8-6 Mechanicsburg leads on GoMechanicsburg.com. Big home run from Rylan McGee helped put the Cats on the board in that 4th inning. Batting for the Cats will be Mia Masser, so it's Masser, Condon, and Kuhn. Trio of basketball players. And pitching for Cedar Cliff. We do have a pitching change. Possibly Isabel Keys pitching now. Check that. It is Isabel Keys. I've got bad vision, but 1 ball, no strikes. Masser shows bunt. It catches the corner. And this one she ducks under. The wind. Masser showing bunt one more time, trying to draw that infield in. And she has sucked in Billis from the third base corner. 3 balls and a strike. And that one is going to be a ball. Mia Masser down to first one more time. She's been on base twice today. And you want to talk about speed, these 2 young ladies, Masser and Condon. That is speed to burn for both. I don't know if they've challenged each other to a foot race yet. Condon will step in. She is 3 for 3. An RBI, 2 runs scored. First pitch from Keys is a strike. Ball is high from Keys, a senior. Nobody out in the inning. Masser at first. And Masser down to second. As that one was inside of Reagan Condon. She had to jump back and out of the way. Condon with a batting helmet that has Veronica Vought's number on the back. Now Condon showing bunt. Pulls back, takes the strike. 3 balls and a strike. That one right down the pike as well. 3 balls, 2 strikes. So Keys has battled back from being down 3-0 to coming back 3-2. Cats looking for some Seth Gardner State Farm Insurance runs. And that one back up the middle. That's going to be an RBI single and the 4th hit for Reagan Condon as Mia Masser comes around to score. A 4-for-4 day for Reagan Condon and a pair of RBI. Emmy Kuhn steps in. Kuhn readies with Condon at first. Kuhn shows bunt, drops it down. It spins foul. Nice hustle down to first for Emmy Kuhn. Kuhn readies for the pitch. She puts that one in play. Condon will get the second easily, takes a big turn, but she gets back as Kuhn is thrown out at first base. So Condon on second base for the 3rd time today. Jada Lacey, Asha Pratt on deck. Shadows from the first base side starting to creep towards home plate as Lacey hits that one towards Martin, and it's a tag play. I believe the 3rd different person to get hit by a softball today is Reagan Condon, and now Condon's going to come around and score. That is some heady base running from Reagan Condon. I don't know who washes uniforms at the high school level, but if it's Mom, she's got some work to do tonight. All of that becomes a fielder's choice. And a run scored for Reagan Condon as Jada Lacey stands at second base. Number 5, Asha Pratt will step in. Pratt, a sophomore. All of a sudden, it's 10-6. Just a blink of an eye, it was 6-6 in the 4th. The 2 in the bottom of the 4th, 2 in the bottom of the 5th so far for the Cats. And with 1 out, Mechanicsburg's 6 runs away from sending the Colts home early. We've seen a lot of fight in the Cedar Cliff team, though, for a team that's 0-8 on the season. They've really battled today with the Wildcats. Mechanicsburg looking for win number 7. The wind in the pitch. It's high for a ball. Pratt readies. Lacey at second base. That one called for a strike. 3 balls, 1 strike. Isabella Keys, the relief pitcher, on for the Colts, replacing Olivia Vasquez. Keys was in center field. Pratt puts that one in play. Safe. And they're going to call her out at first, but it moves Lacey to third base. Number 34, McKinley. A nice job on the hot corner by Maddie Billis to field that one and go cross diamond to Elena Tarnosi. And McKinley Giblin is in. She scored last inning on the Rylan McGee home run. Two outs for the Cats. Giblin steps in. That one back up the middle, and Lacey will score. That one nearly took the toe off of Isabella Keys. A nice clean single back up the gut. And Rylan McGee, who went yard last time, will step in. 11-6 the score. Giblin at first. McGee in the batter's box. Some youth in attendance today as they recognize the softball players of the community. Keys winds. That one hit onto the third base side. Billis does a nice job of limiting it to just an infield single for Rylan McGee. Giblin down to second, and Chelsea Heckert will step in. Veronica Vaught will go down to first base to run for the catcher McGee. That gives McGee a chance to put her gear back on and be ready to come back out and catch. As Veronica Vaught stands on first, Chelsea Heckert comes to bat. Chelsea Heckert, 2 of 4 today. Check that, 2 of 3. Couple of singles. Watches that one high. Just past the letters. Winding the pitch. Lifted to the right side. And squeezed for out number 3 by Kylie Heller. The Cats plate 3 more and lead 11-6. Take a break, come back after this on GoMechanicsburg.com.
Does your property need a little TLC? Call Lawnscapes Inc. of Mechanicsburg today at 717-697-1833 and see how Wes Moret and his team can transform or maintain your residential or commercial property. From hardscapes to yard services of all types, tree and shrub surface and more, this locally owned and operated business has you covered. Call today for your free estimate. Lawnscapes Inc. at 717-697-1833. That's 717-697-1833.
We are dedicated to serving our members, associates, and communities because they give us purpose. We know we are stronger when we come together as one. We believe financial literacy is a key tool for personal well-being, economic stability, and a more secure financial future for everyone. And we are committed to providing all with access to financial wellness resources. We strive to deliver unparalleled experiences for our members through every moment and milestone. We are built by will, forged by people, and powered by a proud member experience.
Getting you back to Mechanicsburg Wildcat Athletics. Presented by 11 Oaks Farms in Newville on GoMechanicsburg.com.
We head to the top of the 6th inning on GoMechanicsburg.com. Today's game presented by 11 Oaks Farms in Newville. We thank you for tuning in. Mike Garland hanging out in the Members First Federal Credit Union broadcast booth. Top of the 6th inning. Cedar Cliff down 11-6 as Kylie Heller pops it into the infield. And Mackenzie Shockey gave chase, laid out for it, but made contact in fair play. So that is going to be a fair ball and an infield single. So Heller on base with a single. It's going to bring up Brooke Martin. Martin, then Turner to turn the lineup over. That one catches the outside corner. No balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Martin thought about it. Pulled the bat back, though. The wind in the pitch. Swing and a miss. Should have left that one up there. It's another strikeout for the Wildcats. The second strikeout of the day for Mackenzie Shockey. And we turn the lineup over for the Colts and Ryan Turner. Turner up, Keys on deck. Keys started the game in center field, transitioned to pitcher last half inning. And the first offering to Turner called for a strike. The wind in the pitch. That one's high. Cats looking to hold the Colts this half inning. Maybe plate 5 more in the bottom of the inning and wrap this one up. Regardless, this bottom of the 6th inning could be Mechanicsburg's last at bats. Two balls and a strike on Turner. Pitch. Fouled back towards the track. Just another reason why running is dangerous. You could get hit by a softball. Turn ankles. Get short of breath. Nearly the same spot, but the overhang on the backstop caught that one. The wind in the pitch. That one eats Condon up at short. That was a tough one. Can't fault Reagan Condon much for that one. And that will put Turner on. I'm going to give her a single. And Isabel Keys, steps in. Wildcat Athletics would like to thank Mechanicsburg Area Recreation Department for their ongoing support of our web streams. The Recreation Department offers a variety of activities from crafts and dance to fitness and family fun, providing something for everyone. Visit mbgsd.org, click on the Parks and Rec tab for details, or stop by their office at the Trails and Trees Environmental Center. 2 balls, no strikes on Isabel Keys. Brooke Caposley on deck. The wind in the pitch. That one's a strike. Four of the 5 Wildcat infielders with face protection as they play defense. Actually, I guess 5 of the 6 if you count the catcher. I could say that differently. Jada Lacey, the only one without face protection for the Wildcat infield. She's wearing a visor. That one fouled back and out of play. And we saw home plate umpire Rob Kepler get hit by a foul ball straight back. Head coach Gail Heaston for the Wildcats took one off the back. They may call it softball, but those balls are no joke. They hurt. Fouled back and out of play. 3-2 count. Three-two pitch and a walk. So the bases are all of a sudden loaded as Brooke Caposley steps in for Cedar Cliff. I believe we have Heller at second, Turner at third, Keys at first. My scorekeeping has deteriorated since the first inning, but Caposley steps in, nowhere to put him for Mackenzie Shockey. Coach Heaston and the Wildcats would certainly love an inning-ending double play. That one inside for a strike. supposedly a senior. She steps back in. She's ready. The wind and the pitch from Shockey. That one's lifted to the left side. Mia Masser will glove it. And she's almost into the infield by the time she squeezes anyway. So runners will hold. And now with 2 outs, that is going to bring Maddie Billis to bat. The wind and the pitch from Shockey. Fouled back and out of play. Very helpful parents and fans in attendance. Go chase those softballs down. It's not banana ball, though. If you catch it, it's not an out. That one hit to Reagan Condon. Over to first. And she snags the out. So the Cats able to hold. The Colts load them up but can't bring any across. 11-6 the score. We head to the bottom of the 6th. Back after this on GoMechanicsburg.com.
Operation Wildcat is a nonprofit organization whose mission is to pool the resources in our community to help our school district students, families, and staff members in need. We'll take your new or gently used back-to-school items, bikes, books, clothing, dresses and suits, furniture, Halloween costumes, gifts for the holiday, Christmas tree decorations, pennies, socks, underwear, Thanksgiving food, toothbrushes and toothpaste, and yard sale items. Learn more at OperationWildcat.org and go Wildcats.
Craig was in the Rockies and had to cut his ski trip short because he was having severe knee pain.
Lauren came in. She was really discouraged. She had tried 3 months of therapy. Nothing was working. She really wanted to get back to volleyball.
We found that he had severe arthritis in both knees and his hip.
She needed shoulder arthroscopy with slap and posterior labral repair.
Simultaneous bilateral total knee replacements.
6 months of recovery, and Lauren's back, happy as ever.
3 months after his final surgery, Craig sent us pictures of him skiing the Rocky Mountains. And that's what makes our job here at OSS Health so fulfilling.
Getting you back to Mechanicsburg Wildcat Athletics. Presented by 11 Oaks Farms in Newville on GoMechanicsburg.com.
We head to the bottom of the 6th. The Cats lead 11-6 on GoMechanicsburg.com. And leading off is Mackenzie Shockey. And Shockey flies out to right field for the first out of the inning. So Shockey, Masser, Condon. Mia Masser walked last time up and came around to score. Be a great time for Masser to just push a bunt down the left side, but swings away and can't make contact. No balls and a strike. That one outside. Masser readies. Bends at the knees. A little choked up on the bat. Bloops it to the left side. Will it drop fair? It does, and it's going to roll. What happened? Oh. Saying that she stepped out of the box.
Number 10, Reagan Condon.
That's right. I just said what happened out loud. Sometimes my inside thoughts do make it out of my mouth. I was watching the ball down the left field side and thinking, oh, that got past the left fielder. Masser can run, but she left the box a little too soon. Reagan Condon looking to go 5 for 5 today. Takes that first pitch for a strike. Condon, dirty from head to toe, has scored 3 runs, 2 RBI. Knocked the cover off of that one. Going to end the day 4 of 5 as that trickler makes it back to the pitcher who tosses over to first base, and Tarnosi tagged it. I think she's thinking about that. I could have gone 5 for 5 as she walks back to the dugout, but what a heck of a day from Reagan Condon and the Cats. We head to the top of the 7th inning. We'll be right back after this on GoMechanicsburg.com.
At Bobby Ray Hall, it's about doing the right thing, starting with our vision that clients deserve great service at a fair price. We understand this can only happen with great team members. Doing what's right includes supporting local charities, youth sports, and first responders. It extends to the environment and why we reclaim rainwater for car washes and recycle used oil. We want to thank our loyal clients for recognizing us by voting Bobby Ray Hall simply the best of Harrisburg for 21 years in a row. Experience the Bobby Ray Hall difference and find out more at BobbyRayHall.com.
The Turnbridge Group at RBC Wealth Management are proud supporters of Mechanicsburg Wildcat Athletics. When you're faced with tough business, personal, and financial decisions, turn to the Turnbridge Group. They specialize in retirement planning and complex financial situations as their team helps you define and attain your goals, all while building a strong and caring relationship with you. Advisors Tim Engel, Jonathan Stow, and Nick Hansen are available for your call today. The Turnbridge Group, part of the community and for the community. Visit them online at turnbridgegroup.com or call 717-724-4225.
Getting you back to Mechanicsburg Wildcat Athletics. Presented by 11 Oaks Farms in Newville on GoMechanicsburg.com.
Top of the seventh inning, 11-6. Wildcats are leading. Tarnosi, Heupel, and Fleischer should be the scheduled three, but down by 5 in their last at bat. We'll see if some of the Cedar Cliff bench makes their way to the batter's box. The wind in the pitch from Shockey. Low for a ball, 3-0. Tarnosi looks down to third. Gets the red light signal from her coach. I would assume red light. A little high, a little inside. Called for a strike. 3 balls and a strike. Shockey will be credited with the win if the Cats can hold on. Kayla Yo started this one but left when the game was tied at 6. And there was a runner on first when she left the game, so Shockey was able to shut down the inning, and the Cats took the lead thereafter, and she battles back for the strikeout on Tarnosi. Stepping in for Cedar Cliff, Nevada Heupel. And Heupel down to first. She got hit by a pitch, and I'm not even sure she knew it. Oh, now she knows. Now she's selling it. Okay, sure. I'll stand here, Coach. Hit by pitch. Down to first. And batting is Tegan Garber. So Garber, who came in last inning, stays in the game for the Colts. Line in the pitch. That one towards Condon. Got it in her glove. Still time for second, and she gets it over to Jada Lacey. That was a rope to Condon. Popped out of her glove, and she was able to chase it down and make the play at second base on Heupel. So Garber stands at first base. Now we have a courtesy runner complete with warm-up jacket. Ella Shambaugh comes in. Somebody's going to have to remind her she's going to take that coat off, I think, probably. It's like the old days of the National League when the pitcher would get on base and they bring him a jacket. Now guys are running bases wearing oven mitts and ready to bake cookies or something. All right, jacket is staying on. I'm just going to have to remember that that's Ella Shambaugh, senior. You know what, though? She's probably warm. Comfort always comes first. No balls, 2 strikes on Kylie Heller. Next pitch could end it. Oh, now the jacket's dirty. Nice coat that she maybe wore to school today, now has to get thrown in the laundry. Lifted to the right side. Although that was my daughter. She'd be like, yeah, it's just a big dirt stain down the middle. I'll wear it tomorrow, Dad. I don't care what it looks like or smells like. I'll wear it. 11-6. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Lifted to the left side. Mia Masser coming in. Squeezes, and the Cats win this one. 11 runs for the Cats, 6 for the Colts. Mechanicsburg now 7-3 on the year, 5-2 in Mid-Penn Commonwealth. Cedar Cliff falls to 0-9, 0-6 in Mid-Penn Commonwealth. Want to thank Dave Bray for sitting in and helping do some things off screen, talking to me, correcting me when I'm wrong, keeping score, running the score interface, and kind of learning the ins and outs as he will be covering the next Wildcat softball game for us on GoMechanicsburg.com. So give the young man a listen coming up. It's going to do it for us here at the stadium. 11-6 Wildcats win. Until next time, fans, have a good night.
This has been a presentation of Mechanicsburg High School Wildcat Athletics, presented by 11 Oaks Farms in Newville on GoMechanicsburg.com. Wildcat Athletics is presented by 11 Oaks Farms in Newville, Bobby Ray Hall Automotive Group, Charity Kastner RSR Realtors, your neighborhood Chick-fil-A at Shepherdstown Crossing, Lawnscapes Inc., Members First Federal Credit Union, Operation Wildcat, OSS Health, now with 2 locations on the West Shore, Mechanicsburg Area Recreation Department, RBC Wealth Management and the Turnbridge Group, Renewed Hearing Solutions, Sheets, Snappers Bar and Grill, Seth Gardner State Farm, your Harrisburg True Green Lawn Care, Westshire Decks, servicing all of Central PA, the Wildcat Foundation, and Wolf Brewing Company. The Mechanicsburg Wildcats. Presented by 11 Oaks Farms in Newville on GoMechanicsburg.com and on YouTube at GoMechanicsburg. We'll see you again next time.